Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatsMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, today we're celebrating the 50th anniversary of the moon landings, so you may need to kneel down to survive all of the buzz and the excitement. And these puns, well, they're my call. Enough of the puns though, time for this. That's right, hitting the like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day, so thanks for your support. Today's map is Moon by Penguin. No, not that penguin, the unbloodied penguin. Thank you very much, Penguin, for your moon map. We'll have a little look at it today and see if it's playable as a real map. There's your start square with the highway running through it and a little bit of water in the top right. Then let's have a look at the terrain map. There it is. Don't really know what to say about that apart from there it is. And then the resources is 100% ore, which when you think about it makes an awful lot of sense. Because that's what the moon is, isn't it? A great big rotating ball of ore. Off to the workshop. Now there's nothing to subscribe to. We are going to be using Ninja Nolan's moon theme. There are two moon themes. Subscribe to them both and the right one will load. And I decided to go with the Relight Bleak LUT today because I just wanted to kind of make it look like it might be the moon as opposed to something a little bit green. Now, at the start of today's show will be Ninja Nolan's theme rather than the map. The map itself, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm sorry Penguin, ain't very good. I'm sorry, it's not. It's just not. But the theme does make it pop in all sorts of ways. Like, look at this. You need to get the road maintenance department to come and fix those. It's just dreadful. I love it. Brilliant. Yeah, you hit one of those at speed and you're going in almost into half orbit before coming back down to ground. Lovely, I tell you. Anyway, where was we? We was following the highway network. Now, the highway network are these two lanes here. There's not really too much to tell you about them apart from they go that way. But I will tell you, normally on a Monday, we do the best map of the week, or the top rated map of the week, whichever is top of the Steam charts on the Saturday when I start putting these things together. And this isn't it. This is nowhere near. This is an older map, actually. The one that is currently right at the top, we will be reviewing it on Wednesday. And then there's one by a top creator, which you may have already noticed, and we'll be doing that one on Thursday. So the maps that you would expect to be the good maps, the playable maps, the ones that you're here to see, are going to be coming later on in the week. This is more of a Saturday map. The maps that we look at are a bit quirky, a little bit different. Even today's asset is a quirky asset. It is kind of like a Saturday show today. Oh, so why didn't I do this on Saturday? Well, frankly, I forgot. And it required you guys to remind me and say, why don't you do a moon map? And I went, there's a good idea. I wish I'd thought of that, and I really do, because this would have worked better on Saturday. Anyways, we did have a good map on Saturday. I know this is a start square because I can see the asset. Can you see the asset? Have a little look. Pause it now. Can you see it? Here it is. Today's asset of the day is the electrically charged the Zeanor Moonstone by Populous. It's this rock here. It looks like an ordinary rock, but it's electrically charged. And it's by Populous, so it's got to be good. We'll look at that in a little bit more detail in a moment. We'll do the factoids, because factoids first. The Winter's Tale, Shakespeare's play. He writes about a shipwreck on the coast of Bohemia. Only Bohemia has no coastline. Well done, Shakespeare. Could have used Google Earth, couldn't you, mate? Hey, what's going wrong with it? Anyway, let's have a look at this electrical charge, shall we? There we are. 480 megawatts up right there in the left-hand corner. 480 megs. So plop a few of these across your map. And honestly, you won't even need a power station. I like that idea. Anyway, there we go. That is the electrically charged, the Zeanor Moonstone, which has a pretty good radius of electrical supply as well. Very sweet, Populous, very sweet. Right, shall we move on? Shall we go back to the roads? I think we probably should. Where's my sting? Here it comes. There it is. That actually made me jump after all of that. Anyway, On with the roads. Now, you may notice the skyline. You're going to comment about the skyline. Clouds, yeah? Well, you can talk about maybe terraforming and creating an atmosphere in the sky. Ignore that. This map comes to life at night. So in the second half of today's show, we will be going into... Thank you very much. Cars buzzing past my window. All the time. Cars buzzing past my window. We will be having a look at this in night view with all the stars are twinkling. And say the theme really does kind of saves the map. Because it could have been a real low scorer. But it's not. It's okay. Almost, maybe. Almost. Anyway, I'm no lunatic. It's time for the intermission.
Do your cul-de-sacs look like this? Do you want them to look like this? Then you need the beginner's guide to the perfect cul-de-sacs by BonBonB. Click the information button now.
And so back to Moon by Penguin, and here are your shipping and air routes. There aren't any, which gives me time to do another joke. What do you do if you see a spaceman? Parking it, man. If you haven't heard that one before, where have you been? Water flow. Now, it's very quiet. And there is motion, but it's very quiet. It's almost like these were seas of tranquility. Do you think I should stop now? Do you think I should stop? It's just start square water. I'm not sure what's causing the water to move here. I'm a bit confused. Well, we do have a water source, but we only have the one. So is that evaporation and then the water being pushed into the water source? I don't really understand that. It should be water being pushed out from the water source. Bit confused. Maybe it's just water settling from new map syndrome. I don't really understand. I've just not seen it like that before. Anyway, here's your sweater. A moonscape. Does look like a sweater, doesn't it? We've even got the fog switched on at the edge. I'm not joking. The fog is switched on. Now, have a look here. This seems to be about the only bit of elevated land. But when you come down to ground level here, you can see there's barely any elevation at all. And I would wonder if we have any terrain lines. So I've just switched them on. You cannot tell. Let's have a little look over here. Well, we know there is a drop in elevation. There we have drop in elevation. You can see the terrain lines are definitely going on there. When we go back to here, this is just a change in the texturing. So that's perfectly flat. It's a trick of the eye. Thank you very much. Trick of the eye. Optical delusion. That's what that is. An optical delusion. Right. What more can I tell ya? Look, plenty of places to build. Of course, the only place we have a hill is in the start square. That's interesting. Look at the sky and the clouds. I think this is a good opportunity now to go to nightfall, don't you? We come down here to this patchwork of craters and have a little look at nightfall. Push it down into nightfall. There we are. Now, it should look a little bit different. A little bit more lunar-esque, I'd say. We come down here and we got... There we go. Do you feel that? Okay, we've got the Aurora Borealis. Of course we have got the Aurora Borealis. Because the moon has it all of the time. Didn't you know it's got a molten core? Didn't you? No, nor did I. Anyways, so what about the moon? The moon in the sky, because we are on the moon. Well, there is a moon in the sky, except for it's not called the moon. It's called... Where is it? Where's the damn thing gone? There it is! It's called the Earth. That is marvellous. What a blue marble we have there. Well done, Ninja Nolan. That was worth waiting for. The highlight of today's show, no less. And if I didn't want to spoil the spoiler, I would use that as a thumbnail. But I don't want to spoil the spoiler. I want to keep the spoiler. But anyway, this highway. We were going to talk about this highway. There's something wrong with it, yeah? Can you remember? There's something wrong with it. Did you spot the problem? Yeah, we're driving up the left-hand side. There's nothing wrong with driving up the left-hand side, of course. Let me put the lights back on so we can see what we're doing here. There we go. Around about 1 o'clock in the afternoon would be lovely. So yes, let's get a standard two-lane road thing out. Here we go. We'll just connect it in here and we'll see if we are left-hand drive. And the answer is no, we're not. You can see the little arrow the way it's emerging onto the highway there is on the right hand side, isn't it? So yes, we've got an error in the highways, and of course if we switch from left hand drive to right hand drive in the settings, everything just reverses and it doesn't fix it. So well done, Penguin, well done. You had one job. You had one job. Sorry, never mind. Where were we? Let's come down here. Your chance to vote on this map. Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. It helps us choose the best maps of the month. What do we do? The Viewer's Choice Top 10. That's the one. Is this unearthly map going to be one of the best 10 maps of the month? Well, only you can decide. Right. My votes. Aesthetically, it's not great. I think it's saved by the theme. Just. I'm going to give it a very low 3 stars for aesthetics. For detail, there's not really much to talk about, is there? There's not really that much to talk about. There's not really much that could go wrong with it, but there were things that went wrong with it. It could have been worse. We haven't got any glitching. We haven't got any blue mantle. It's very difficult to mark this. I'm gonna give it a solid 2 stars because there's not really much to say, is there? Gameplay potential is a bit broken, but if you want to have a play on the map and mess around with all of Quad's amazing assets, this would be far from a bad map to play on if you want to do a moon-based thing. So 2 stars for gameplay. Moon by Penguin. It's a moon. But high praise indeed to the theme creator. I think they've not done too bad at all with the theme. Yes, you could say it's a bit repetitive, but what can you do? What can you do anyway? Anyway, thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing. Join me tomorrow for the request map. Yes, we've got a request map tomorrow, so we'll have a look at that. And then, of course, Wednesday, we'll be looking at the map that's currently, at the time of recording, #1 in the Steam charts. So hopefully that will be a good one, eh? Hopefully. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.